This is your champion.
I'm back. It is me, Danny Down Bad. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we got some more Apex Legends. On my favorite map, Olympus, playing probably not my favorite character, but probably my favorite character this season so far. I haven't played too much Apex Legends this season. I already explained why, other games coming out, like, COD came out, Overwatch 2, all of the games and all that. But, when playing Apex Legends this season, it goes one of two ways. I have not touched ranked yet at all. It's been all on ranked. It goes one of two ways. It's either a normal game where it's like, oh, players around my skill level and my play can determine how much fun I have, or it's Masters and Breads and I just get rickrolled by whichever one finds me first. That's basically been the games for me this season, and it's been on other maps. And actually, it's been mostly on like Broken Moon and World's Edge, or those maps. I don't think I've had that problem on Olympus at all. It's usually been like, oh, Olympus, fun game, instantly.
We're close to the ring.
But yeah, that's essentially how my games have been turning out. But the theme of this game in particular was how much helping teammates can go a long way to strengthening your combined synergy. I think that's the sentence I want to use. And it all starts off with this fight in the beginning, on where we landed, which was the hot zone.
Do not let them best you again.
And helping out my catalyst here, it ended up going a long way. But
We've got 10 seconds. I hate to say it, but looting time's over. Half the squads are gone.
I guess I'm gonna talk about things outside of the game. It's November. It's late November. Thanksgiving probably has passed. I think it passed. But Thanksgiving. To be honest, that holiday can probably last a week with all the food and leftovers people are gonna be eating. Spending time with family. And we're pretty much right around the corner of December, which is basically signaling the end of 2022. And what I kind of want to talk about is, we know the video game awards are probably coming up soon. So, and even though I don't really talk about or watch too much of the video game awards, unless there's like some brand new release, basically the only thing I even consider about the video game awards is who won game of the year. I think in the past before, some games have won game of the year that some people probably didn't, not even just some, many people probably didn't agree with. And I'm looking specifically at Last of Us winning Game of the Year over Ghost of Tsushima.
Do not let them best
Yeah, that's the one I'm specifically looking at. But this year, I don't think you can really go wrong with whoever wins Game of the Year. And to me, it's actually, let me hold that stop right here. This year, I'll try to give my teammate the gold shield.
I need help.
And I guess they didn't need it or want it. Well, being nice goes a long way in team-based games like this. Like, yeah, you can be nice, aka good at the game, but being nice in general, like sharing resources and having fun, being an overall nice person can raise morale for your team and or teammates. But back to talking about game of the year. What's game of the year? Basically, the two
There's an enemy close by.
heavy hitters this year are God of War Ragnarok, which released very recently, and Elden Ring that released like 6-7 months ago. Now honestly, I think Elden Ring should win a little bit more than I think God of War should win. But obviously, since God of War, you know, it's a big title and it released very recently, so you know, recency bias is probably in the mind of some voters. But as I go down right here, end up getting beamed by a barrage of bullets and knuckle clusters. Thank God Catalyst had my back.
Shield.
Loba ends up going down, and you know, things are beginning to turn to left for me and my teammates right here.
This will buy time.
They both go down. I'm trying to
Thermite out.
just trying to do something, anything
Eyes on us.
to prevent my team from
Cutting a phase tear. We're inside.
just to prevent us from losing. But ultimately, I ended up having to ult away, which isn't the best because I am ulting to a Gibraltar that is in this building that I'm hiding behind,
Recharging shields.
and they end up Catalyst end up bleeding out. They could have just left. They could have DC'd and left, but I guess the Catalyst was like, and I don't know why the Catalyst was or Loba like that. This fight, to be honest, wasn't really anybody's fault on anybody's team, on our team, because if anything, it was probably mine because, you know, I went down. But I do end up appreciating my teammates for sticking around. Well, because, you know, there's a lot of respawn beacons, but it would be foolish to respawn them in the States. And thankfully, respawn beacon was in the replicator. So, always, I just end up crafting one and hanging on to that. But back to what I was talking about, God of War probably winning. God of War being one of the two heavy hitters for Game of the Year. Like I said, normally I don't care about Game of the Year, but this year it's real interesting because, you know, God of War released so much later than Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring maybe should probably win, possibly. Like, I feel like I'm like 60-40 for Elden Ring, between Elden Ring and God of War, because even though I played Elden Ring, didn't finish it, but recently I re-downloaded it, haven't touched it yet, and I don't play Souls games. Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, nope, haven't played any of those before Elden Ring. None of them. But the fact that me and my friends were literally just playing Elden Ring on our own, like, picked up the game. I don't think any of us have played the Souls game like that before. We just picked it up and we were all just like, hey, how are you going to build your character? What's the best weapon for this? Or where can you find that weapon? How do you beat your character? Like, it was just, I feel like Elden Ring was a phenomenon that really took the gaming industry. Like, I think it really had the gaming industry in a chokehold for like those 4 to 5 months. It was for like 4 or 5 of those months where damn near everybody was on it. Not just regular Souls players, but just
Backpack
casual
here.
gamers like me
Level
in
1.
general, like we end up getting the game and playing it. Like we had a whole group chats dedicated to Elden Ring, section of
R301
Discord
here. Alternator
dedicated
here.
to you know, where we can find stuff on Elden Ring. Like
Optics
it was
here. Close range.
it was fun.
Shield battery here.
And I think the reason for me why I think Elden Ring should win is one, the chokehold for that 4 to 5 months, and two, it's customizability. It's not a set linear story. Like I like games where there's customization, you know. And I don't think, because God of War, it's a set story. You know what you get. It's a set story.
Light ammo here.
Pretty linear path. Like maybe there is some branching paths in God of War, Ragnarok, but and you know, when I look at Ragnarok, it's probably an extension of 2018. It's literally God of War 2018, but you know, probably like a notch up. You know, probably better gameplay, a bit better gameplay, a bit more smoothness. You know, the story is the story. You know what you're probably gonna get out of it.
Extended heavy magazine.
Elden Ring, I didn't know what to expect out of Elden Ring.
Close range.
I ain't never played a Souls game before. All I knew, it was gonna be hard as hell. And according to Souls players, it's not even the hardest game. It's probably the easiest according to Souls players.
Depth box
But
there.
the fact that it had so many people playing this game, not that I'm saying that nobody's gonna play like God of War, obviously not. It's God of War. It was literally one of the most anticipated games of the year. So of
Holding this
course,
position.
but Elden Ring, it was like I'm just thinking about
Shooting.
even the cultural impact of Elden Ring. The memes, y'all remember the Elden Ring memes? Maidenless? Oh man. So honestly, gameplay is up for debate. Story-wise, see, some people complain about Elden Ring's story not being
Nice choice. You got good taste.
easily as
Target spotted.
coherent. It's a bit more complex,
Good. More time.
but really most of, if not all of the story, you can probably find out about it in the game if you do enough exploring and enough like doing the side quest or whatever. Real fun.
Let's regroup here.
You could probably find out what you need to find out about the story, and the fact that there's branching paths of how you can finish the game and all that.
Target acquired. Target landed near me. Bold move.
But wow, God of War story is a linear, continued story. Like, so that's not anything to knock on God of War's part. Two different stories and story paths, whichever one you want more gameplay. I'll be honest, I don't know, cause I've only played Elden Ring for like a while. I haven't played God of War, but so I can't really speak on that. But it's like at the worst it's 55-45. I'm leaning towards Elden Ring for winning game of the year. I won't be upset if God of War does. I'll just be like, oh, so they went with that one instead. I'll be cool with it. So my vote for game of the year is for Elden Ring. But if God of War wins, I'm not gonna be upset.
Kraber here.
And other awards about the video game awards, I really don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head right now. But yeah, that's basically what I'm waiting for at the end of the year. But
Cut down an enemy.
in terms of this gameplay and Apex right here, yeah, respawned my teammates, got them a little bit of loot in what is it, Hammond Labs,
Enemy killed.
and we end up coming up here. I wasn't planning on thirsting that catalyst that was down there. I was looking for teammates at first, and I was like, oh, I might as well just take her out since nobody's coming. Not that there wasn't self-revive in the game anyway. I probably could have just left her and been okay. And now we're in the part of the game where it's who's will it be us
These
who
bonds
slip
aren't
off,
easily
who
broken.
slips up and mess up, or will it be one of the other teams make a big play? Like how are this game? But now we're in the waiting stage of the final waiting stage of the game, you know. Which, speaking of waiting game, I guess I don't know exactly. Like, it took me a while to
I cracked an enemy
understand
shield. Reloading.
that being patient in a position like this,
45
like,
seconds
you
left.
don't understand.
This will
Like
bind them.
I can probably guarantee you that
Cut.
me or one of my
Break around
teammates
in
wanted
the
to go
trap.
down there and just wipe out 2 teams, but you know, I knew in my head, like, if we fall down there, we're probably gonna get shredded, just
30
because
seconds before the ring closes.
that's how
Using
luck goes.
taking fire. Delivering thermite.
But you know,
Delivering
staying up here
thermite.
was clearly the best option for
Recharging
us.
shields.
What I have been doing, those who are waiting for me to start the Mega Man 6 playthrough, don't worry. It's probably gonna be, it's definitely gonna be one of the next 2 videos I put out. Maybe I might put out a different video before I put out, but don't worry, I do plan on starting the Mega Man 6 playthrough fairly soon. As we get ziplined on, they were nice enough to
This fight is
come
not
up
over.
here and
Get up.
like once we heard that zipline, we're like, oh, get ready. And we just end up taking them out. And Lifeline was nice enough to drop her drone for us before she died. Real nice. But
Deploying a respawn beacon.
this game was it was all about teamwork, all about, you know, being nice to your teammates and
Calling down a respawn beacon.
trusting your teammates. This is why when people bring up that Apex is more of a team-based battle royale, this is what they mean. You know, the synergy, not giving up.
Firing.
It's just nice. Now I thought when she dropped down there, I thought she was gonna die. I didn't know how many people were left, but we ended up getting that win. Teamwork makes the dream work, and that's why you should sometimes
You are the Apex
trust your
champions.
teammates. But since that's the end of the game, you know, I thank you for watching. First and foremost, what are you excited for to close out the season? And since it's Thanksgiving, guys, and since Thanksgiving passed, what have you been thankful for this past year? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And, it's been me, Dan Down Bad, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys, and have a happy end of the year.
This is where it ends.